Salam Sejahtera, Salam Satu Malaysia, Vanakkam. Me, Nalini Arumugam. Today we are going to talk about Introduction to Agriculture Entrepreneurship. Before we go into deep on this chapter, let us look into the chapter objective. Okay, I'm going to basically explain the terminology of entrepreneurship, the terminology of agriculture entrepreneurship, and discuss entrepreneurship important. Besides that, we are going to identify the characteristic of entrepreneurs. We are also going to discuss the impact of agriculture entrepreneurial activities on economic as well as society. And we are going to also look into our government effort and involvement in enhancing this agriculture entrepreneurship. What is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is act of being an entrepreneur who start any economic activity for being self-employed. Entrepreneurship is the process of entrepreneur. It is an attempt to create value through recognition of business opportunity. It is simply and basically communicative and management function to mobilize financial and material resources. The entrepreneurial activity is governed by varying combination of socio-economic, psychological, cultural and other factors such as religion, family background, level of education, level of perception, occupational background, entry into entrepreneurship, nature of enterprise, investment capacity and ambition and moderation. So, guys, let's look into what is agriculture entrepreneurship. What is agriculture entrepreneurship? Simply, agriculture entrepreneurship is the process act of an entrepreneur in creating value to recognizing the agribusiness opportunities. So, we already know and understand, hopefully you all understand the terminology of entrepreneurship. Now, look into the terminology of entrepreneur. Who is called as an entrepreneur? Can I call myself as an entrepreneur? If I'm an entrepreneur, I'm not going to stand here and explaining about what is entrepreneurship to you all. So, basically, I'm not a person, but let me briefly discuss the basic characteristic of entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur requires specific characteristics and skills that are often achieved through education, hard work and planning. So, first characteristic will be risk taker. Who is risk taker? Risk taker, normally in the business we will face risks, and an entrepreneur have to minimize risks through research, planning and skill development. Perceptive. They should be very perceptive. Entrepreneurs view problem as opportunities and challenges. And they should be someone very curious. Entrepreneurs like to know how things work. They take time and they take initiative to pursue the unknown. They should be imaginative. Entrepreneurs are creative. They imagine solutions to problems that encourage them to create new products and generate ideas. Not only simply ideas, ideas that can be viable or profitable. They should be persistent. True entrepreneurs face bureaucracy, make mistakes, receive criticism and deal with money, family or stress problem. But they still stick to their dream of seeing the venture succeed. They also should be goal setting. Entrepreneurs are motivated by the excitement of starting a new business. Once achieved, they seek out new goals and ventures to try. They also are hardworking. Entrepreneurs need a great deal of energy to see a venture start and succeed. Yet, they are not deterred by the long hours to achieve their goal. So, means that they are not working for 8 hours. They are working for 24/7. Let us continue with the characteristic. They should be self-confident. Entrepreneurs believe in themselves. They are self-confident, take care of any doubts they may have. And they should also flexible. Entrepreneurs must be flexible in order to adapt to changing trends, markets, technology, rules, and economy environment. They should be independent. An entrepreneur desire for control and the ability to make decisions often make it difficult for them to work in a controlled environment. So that they should be an independent variable in their business venture. So let us look, we already talked about entrepreneurship, we already talked about characteristic of entrepreneur. Let us dwell into agriculture sector in Malaysia. Agriculture sector in Malaysia considered third engine growth of our Malaysian country. Based on statistics, agriculture industry generate approximately 12% to the national gross domestic product, that is GDP, and also reduce unemployment rate in Malaysia. Agriculture can be a medium for overcoming poverty. One reason being that it has the ability to reduce the unemployment problem in Malaysia. So, let us look into our government involvement in enhancing this agricultural entrepreneurship. The government is now focusing in changing the negative perception towards agriculture to bring the youth closer and boost their participation in the agriculture sector, which was the third biggest contributor to the economy. The involvement of the young in agriculture industry is important to reduce our country dependency on import, as well as to develop more innovative and apply modern agriculture generation. So there are several programs which are undertaken by our government to boost this agricultural entrepreneurship. In order to attract more young entrepreneurs to choose agriculture as a career, the Ministry of Agriculture Inc. will process pre-approved loan and assistance for their activity. Their activity means their entrepreneurial activity, the youth entrepreneurial activity. The Agro Bank and Tekun, a financing facility for microcredit soft loans for cottage industry, also given and are also fully supportive towards the program by providing loans up to RM Ringgit Malaysia 300,000 or RM 100,000 without collateral and guarantors. The government are also providing a grant of 30% of the overall cost or RM 15,000 whichever minimum for any kind of agriculture activity. Along through this process, various comprehensive courses which cover the economic activity, administration, financial and marketing will also be provided. This is how our government are putting their effort in developing or enhancing the agriculture activity or agriculture entrepreneurship. Let us sum up. Entrepreneur is one who identify and sensitize the opportunities, innovate the ideas, raise money, assemble inputs and set and manage the organization. The introduction of entrepreneurship in agriculture requires development of certain qualities and skill like positive self-concept, moderate risk taker, planning, innovative information and opportunity seeking, and extra star in an entrepreneur. Important entrepreneurship development opportunities in agriculture are diversification in agriculture, income from venture technology, food preservation, processing and value addition, production of agro input. The entrepreneurial qualities and skill can be developed through vocational educational programs and training. So with this, I end my lecture for this week. I hope you all understand a bit of entrepreneurship, agriculture entrepreneurship. Let us enhance our knowledge by reading the additional materials that already embedded with this week's program. And I will see you for next week. Thank you. Nandri.